It's been called the worst accident in French aviation history. The sudden catastrophic crash of Air France Flight 447 3 years ago over the Pacific Ocean, which killed everyone on board. Now an official investigation has been released explaining what went wrong. ITV has more.
Today, a report into the crash 3 years ago that killed 228 people blamed faulty sensors that froze in the cold. But it also blamed pilot error, poor training and poor inspections.
The inquiry conducted by France's Bureau of Investigation was held up for 2 years until the plane's black box was located at the bottom of the ocean. CNN's Richard Quest says this crash is of vital importance to the aviation industry because it happened during what is allegedly the safest part of flying, the mid-flight cruise.
Anything that goes wrong should be entirely manageable. The way the crew responded and the factors that led to that is what's behind, and that's why the industry will be looking at this.
The BEA has issued 25 recommendations as a result of its investigation, most of which involve more intensive training for pilots. Fox News notes the report exposes many inadequacies in how pilots responded to the situation.
And this is frightening. Investigators saying that the data recorders reveal the pilots failed to talk about the repeated stall warnings and had no altitude training to deal with the situation.
But the Daily Beast says the report is overly critical of pilot response, neglecting the role technology played in the crash. They persist in focusing the blame on the pilots who mishandled the plane in an emergency rather than on a cascade of serious technical failures that they say created the emergency. Those who designed, manufactured, and installed apparently flawed equipment have so far escaped liability. The fundamental design of the plane might also have been a factor in the crash. Captain Chesley Sullenberger is a safety and aviation consultant for CBS News. He says if the Airbus steering controls were mechanically linked, as they are in a Boeing plane, one of the pilots might have been able to correct the other's mistake before it was too late.
Your side stick is not linked to mine. When I move this one, that one never budges.
Had he been pulling back in a Boeing, how would it have looked?
Like this.
And on my side, it's in my lap.
A French judicial investigation is scheduled to issue a separate report next week. Its findings will determine if Airbus and Air France will face charges of manslaughter. For Newsy, I'm Christina Hartman. Multiple sources, The Real Story.